welcome back to the Lauren Hedges Network. Of course, if y'all did not know about the video that's been everywhere on social media and all the other social media outlets about a actual restaurant owner who cussed out his customers for twerking in the restaurant, I'm gonna let you watch the video and I'm gonna come back and let you see hear what I feel about it.
I invested a lot of money into buying this building, into developing this concept so black people can have somewhere nice to go to, okay? Somewhere where we can feel good about ourselves as a, come on, stop the music, please. Somewhere where our people can feel good about ourselves as a culture, okay? No, real talk. And so all this twerking and shit, take it to Prime, take it to Pink, don't bring it here because we're a restaurant. And so beyond that, 75% of my customers are ladies. And I want men to show respect for themselves for how they carry themselves here. So how can I tell the men to respect themselves and you guys are twerking on glass here? If you want to do it, get the fuck out my restaurant. Because I did it for our people and I did it for our culture. So don't do it now. Don't do it again. I don't want to hear it. If you don't like it, get out because I don't need your money. I need to provide something for my people. And don't do it again. Thank you.
Okay, so you see the video. I recorded it so that y'all could see exactly like how it went down. It really wasn't many videos that I've seen of them actually showing them actually twerking, but the people that were in there, or the spectators, they actually didn't start like recording until the man started cussing them out about being in the restaurant. All right, I said I was gonna wait until after one of my favorite morning shows come on and talk about the subject, which is, Miss Basketball, and she has joined the team with Tigger, Big Tig, and their show in the morning. So they're gonna discuss it too, and I just wanted to go ahead and elaborate on how I feel, because I kind of feel that how I was raised was, it's a time and a place for everything. Okay, I do agree with that. It is a time and a place for everything. But I also heard what Ricky Smiley said, and when he elaborated on it, he also said basically about the same thing I'm about to say. He just basically said that, don't play twerk music if you don't want people to twerk in your restaurant. Ding! I definitely agree with that one. Like, first of all, this is our culture, and I'm pretty sure they were millennials. Being a millennial, twerking and dancing and all that stuff is just really part of our culture. I mean, twerking is what we do. If people really knew their history, you can go all the way back, to different African cultures that do a form of dancing and gyrating, even, Jamaicans and all kind of gyrating in that form of twerking. You get what I'm saying? So it's kind of weird how people's perspectives are of it. And honestly, I mean, that man probably was, of course, he wasn't a millennial, but I mean, I'm pretty sure there's a time in his generation where they were dancing and gyrating and all this kind of stuff. This twerking thing is not new. I don't know why people in different generations are acting like twerking is new, because it's not. It's not new. It's just been, changed and molded and altered. Just like every piece of clothing that you wear is something that's kind of been altered or changed, in styles and fashion and things. They come back in style. It's just a different way of doing it. So I hate when people that are not, I'm not gonna say, hey, I really dislike when people that aren't in a certain generation try to criticize a generation about certain things like dancing and fashion, because believe me, at one period of time, the same fashions and gyrating that we're doing now, y'all did it too. Okay, let's get that off the rip said. But back to more of on what he was saying, I really feel like it was disrespectful how he came at them. Like realistically, why would you curse them out? You know what I mean? I don't agree with them, getting put out. I don't agree with them being cursed out. I feel like it was a way for him to come at people and say what he needed to say in a manner that would express exactly something that was not so negative. Like he could have just said, I mean, I get it. You work so hard for something over a long period of time. And yes, it's a certain fashion that you want to carry your restaurant. Of course, if that's not the type of restaurant he wanted to carry, then he shouldn't have had a DJ that was gonna play that twerk millennial music. Because now it's thing called food lounges. We all go to food lounges, okay? In food lounges, there's drinks, there's music, and there's awesome food. Yes, gourmet food, lobster, and all these different gourmet dishes. But guess what? You can get up, you can dance, and you can chill and have fun with your friends. But that's what millennials do, and this is what this generation does, and that's what is going on in this generation, especially here in Atlanta. Like, it's so many food lounges. They literally call them food lounges. So yes, it's a different type of dancing and associating and socializing, and it's not like a whole bunch of twerking and dancing around, but the point is, it's allowed. My thing is, if you did not want people to feel like it was a food lounge, then you shouldn't have presented it in that manner. You know, and it should have been known off rip, this is a restaurant. You shouldn't have played that type of music. Because like I said, there's so many places that are called food lounges where you can dance and you can get up and twerk and you can eat gourmet dishes and enjoy yourself, especially on a Sunday. If you from Atlanta, you live in Atlanta like I do, you know what I'm talking about. The morning brunches, those, evening food lounges. I go to a food lounge all the time. And yes, I dance. I'm not gonna sit here and joke and say I don't never dance or whatever, but I'm not a big twerker, but I will dance. You get what I'm saying? Like, I do my little, little bend over, little scroll over a little bit. Cause I mean, why not? I mean, what's the point of going to these places if you're not going to enjoy yourself and not have fun? I'm not saying that you have to be out on the floor busting splits, which I don't agree with either. You know what I'm saying? Like, it's a time and place for everything. Like, if you was in a club or something, yeah, okay, cool. If that's how you want to dance, that's fine. But I do agree, at a food lounge or a restaurant that's supposed to be held at a certain level of character, I do believe that you shouldn't have been like that. But the thing about it is, like I said, we live in a generation in the world where it's a such thing as food lounges. So it's part of the culture. It's our culture to go to a restaurant that's a 5-star restaurant serving us gourmet dishes and nice drinks and have a loud DJ playing twerk music, and we might be by our table with our friends just doing our thing, of course, because that's our culture. That is what we do. It's like nowadays, it's people that I know that don't even drink and they'll get up and twerk. You get what I'm saying? Like, that's just the way it is, and that's just the culture. And like I said, if he didn't want his restaurant kind of shown in that direction, he shouldn't have had that type of DJ that was gonna play the twerking music. You should have had a more slower, old school type of playlist where people would have just sang instead of gotten up and feeling comfortable enough to twerk. See, that's the thing about it is, if you were playing a certain type of music and you had a certain type of DJ to present a certain type of level of, of character, they would have never got up and started twerking. How you gonna play Meg Thee Stallion and not expect somebody to twerk? Come on now, that doesn't even make sense. It's like somebody playing, You a Hot Girl. Come on. Everybody finna get up and start twerking. That is like the culture. Like, why would you play twerking songs if you was not expecting somebody to get up and start twerking? Doesn't make any sense. That's just part of the culture. Like I said, if you do not want your place to be presented as a food lounge, don't play food lounge music. Don't create a food lounge atmosphere. Period. Just like many clubs do now that I've seen. They have a freaking, like, a clothing rule, you know what I'm saying? Like, what you can't, no sneakers or this, that, and the other. Like, I've seen places like that. A lot of the food lounges here, have a dress code where you can't wear sneakers and, it has to be semi-casual, I guess. Is that the word? Semi-casual, where you can wear like especially for like men, a dress code. Like, you can wear You can wear jeans, but not them hanging off your butt. And you can wear a nice t-shirt, but they don't really want you wearing like jogging suits with like just some regular like Air Forces or Jordans. But you can wear some more like, cause nowadays, they have tennis shoes that look more dress appropriate, for places like that. So it's just really, honestly, I feel like he handled the situation wrong. I really feel like I understand where he's coming from, but you sitting there cussing them out, your paying customers that were enjoying themselves, who heard twerking music played in your restaurant, which made them feel comfortable that they could twerk. So in a way, I feel like that's kind of his fault. I mean, it's your fault. You presented an atmosphere and you was not expecting somebody to enjoy it. Like, that doesn't make sense. It's like somebody saying, okay, so I'm gonna serve alcohol, but I don't want nobody to drink. And that doesn't make sense. Like, that doesn't make sense. Like, you don't want, so you gonna serve alcohol, but you don't want nobody to drink. You want nobody to get a drink. Like, that's crazy. That doesn't make sense. And then I feel like I said, and those people are grown. Like, you really didn't expect, people to feel some type of way. Like, he shut that down like it was a school, and we was in the school, and we was in class, and you was cussing your students out, which you can't even do that in school, to cuss your students out. So my thing was like, I feel like, especially if he just opened and that was like maybe the opening day or something, I feel like he represented himself in a bad image too. Being that he decided he wanted to cuss these grown people out about dancing in his restaurant, which, like I said, you are a representative of your company or your brand. So anything that you feel like you don't want your brand to represent, you shouldn't present it, or you shouldn't present certain things into a certain level, or you know what I mean? Like, you definitely should have got a different DJ if you didn't want them to play twerking music and people feeling comfortable to twerk, being that, like I said, is part of our culture. So that's pretty much all I had to really say about that part. If y'all have any comments or questions or anything about maybe even this t-shirt I have on, sorry y'all, it's Glitches and Glitter, of course, my company. Of course, I have my highlighters, lip glosses, and things. The lip glosses, which is one of my clear ones that I have on my lips. I actually mixed two of them. I mixed like my clear one and my actual pink one. Hold on. Yeah, I mixed this one. It's like this clear one right here. Pinkish glitter and my clear lip gloss. I mixed those together to give my lips like a little tint of pink, and then put extra shine on top. But so if you have any questions about anything, you can go on to Lauren Hendricks Network /shop, and it will pop right up with all my merchandise that I have on there. And make sure you subscribe, and make sure you hit the notifications so you know when I have something to say. And any comments or anything that you would like to say to me, I'm open with comments. I like to talk to people. I don't think there's nothing wrong with that. Everybody is entitled to their opinion. I really do feel like that. So make sure you hit me down there for the comments. And also make sure you follow me on Instagram. That is Lauren Hendricks _. And then also my makeup line is at Glitches and Glitter. And also make sure that you realize, now it's the Christmas and, well, it's the holiday season, as they call it. Make sure y'all watch your backs. Be careful, be kind, and be creative. So peace, love.